Hey everyone, I'm Rani Alfers, your host of Working Women Mentor. And as we wrap up season 5, I find myself reflecting on the incredible women we've had the privilege to meet and learn from in each episode. And each story has brought something truly special to this podcast. Stories of resilience, of courage, and a kind of wisdom that only comes from actual real life experience. The journey of mentorship is at the heart of what we do here. Mentorship is so much more than giving advice, paying for a coach, or a formalized program, if you will. It's more about openly sharing our paths, the challenges, the triumphs, and everything in between so that others might find a bit of guidance, some encouragement on their own journey. If we can help someone get ahead of where they are now by sharing, isn't that just incredible? I mean, that just blows my mind. And that's really a gift that we've been so fortunate to receive from every guest this season. And we've brought these inspiring women directly to you, hoping to bridge that gap of their story and your journey. So let's revisit some of our guests this season. Early on, we opened with Ileana Valiente. She shared her journey of breaking through barriers in the blockchain industry and also navigating a male dominated field. It was in her own voice and owning her voice, despite the odds. She remained courageous to step out and daring to try new things. She also had an amazing perspective on AI, which I absolutely love.
Change is hard, change is scary. It requires using a part of the brain that requires you to navigate unfamiliar territory. And it's normal for people to want to bury their head in the sand and say, I do not need to know about it. But the reality is, you do. And the only way that you really learn is you either surround yourself by people who are different from you, who are working in other areas that can introduce you to subjects that you wouldn't otherwise have paid attention to. And the next thing that you do is you roll up your sleeves and you experiment.
In the middle of the season, we welcome Nancy Lyons. She emphasized how you in the workplace are responding right now, how we as employers are working with people in the workplace, this modern day evolution, and really showing up authentically in every space that we occupy. She is full of an incredible amount of empathy and honesty. And she has really been in my mind in many ways this season when making decisions with my own team or when talking with people and how to guide them.
Business is relationships. And if you create relationships that are entirely grounded in your desire to amplify and uplift those people around you, it'll come back tenfold.
We also had the privilege of talking with Bobby Vargas. She shared her deeply personal journey on a life changing health diagnosis and what that meant from that struggle and finding purpose and starting a wellness business from this. She pushed past all of that uncomfort and found something that would help other people.
Skin cancer was a jarring experience, but it also taught me resilience. It taught me strength. And most importantly, taught me how self-care is crucial to survival and success.
And then we cannot forget Megan Buchanan. She's just wonderful. She's an aerospace engineer, a mountaineer, and a neurodivergent. Megan's journey taught us what it meant to have true grit, and she's coined the term in her own way. Her story of grit and perseverance inspired us to redefine what's possible. You can also check her out on Netflix's Outlast Season 2 and see her in person.
This life is constantly going to throw you obstacle, pain, struggle, disappointment. That is life. So either wake up and start dealing with it or let it tear you down. So it all starts with the foundation of gratitude.
I also want to mention Ria Sokal from Poland. She had profound insights on health, mental wellness, and being vulnerable and sharing what we're going through. Meeting her, it was a reminder that our cultures, no matter where you are, we have so much in common. We're all challenged by similar areas in our lives. And that connection was really special.
I realized that I am the voice that can navigate my own mind. This is what I had to understand. I thought I am my mind, and I thought that what I think is what is. I was suing this new voice who was like, I'm going to be bigger than everything that is running here in your mind.
And of course, Our very last episode wrapped up with Shamina Taylor. She is a powerhouse. She's all about self worth and being unapologetic from her transformation to where she is now and the thousands of women she is helping. You have to meet Shamina. Just listening to her, reading her book. Everybody in this podcast is so powerful. And I think we have so much to learn from them.
Look at where you're limiting yourself and your success, because I know that the ceiling that you've created is self-imposed. It's not really true. More is coming. You get to have it all.
Looking back on these stories, I feel immense gratitude, not only for the guests who opened their hearts to us, but also to each of you for listening. You've shown up, you've shared your feedback, you've become essential to this podcast's growth. Working Women Mentor is a community. We are all here. When you connect us to a friend or share the podcast, that really supports what we're doing. So as we close this season, I want to leave you with a takeaway. Reach out to someone new. Find a mentor yourself or offer your own experience to someone just starting out or someone needing it at that moment. These connections can really transform all of us. And I'd love to hear when you do that. Just ping me on social media. Let me know how that conversation went. If you want to be a guest, please reach out. If you know someone, I'd love to hear from you. And season 6, by the way, is just around the corner. We're going to be back in January 2025 with some incredible guests. Please go back, listen to any and all episodes, soak up the wisdom. If you have a moment, my very last ask of you this season is to please leave a review for our podcast. That's the one thing you can do to help support us, help spread the word, and remind your podcast platform that we're here and that everyone should be listening to Mentor Moments. I'll see you in season 6. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.